From hotspots and hidden gems to lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way. And tonight we're unlocking one of downtown LA's most unique spots. Hello everyone and welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin and this is Olive Atelier, a giant studio filled with one-of-a-kind found objects imported from around the world. Tonight you are getting a very rare treat because the only way to come here and shop is to wait for the drop. Okay, I found my heaven in this place.
Olive Atelier was really born from an adoration of objects with old souls. So we really love unique pieces that are a little rough around the edges, that have a story to tell. And we really wanted to create a brand and a business that was doing things a little differently.
These are a very popular item. We have a few marble items and they are usually the first things to go on a drop day.
We set up this really exciting and unique experiential retail concept. Dropping unique collections every 2 weeks.
Okay, so this is like a whole basket full of these beautiful, like antique stools. I love them because every single one is different.
So these are one of our most popular items. People love these. The cutest thing is that we have our customers bring their kids and we can see little kids picking these out, sitting on them on the floor. It's adorable.
We open our doors to the public only once every other Saturday. Our current opening hours for those Saturday drops are 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And as you mentioned, we do experience a line of excited shoppers and fans from our community ready to enter the space when we open doors.
I've seen these in antique stores for thousands of dollars, I kid you not. This one is $245. I mean, you really aren't kidding when you say you try to keep the prices very fair.
We're really looking for items that have a story to tell. And so what you'll find here, ranges anywhere from $25 up to $2,000 and beyond.
So we have our beautiful Greek pots here. We have marble from India. We have a basket from Turkey, paper mache from India.
There's something for everyone. It might be a unique vintage breadboard that you could use in your kitchen to just add warmth and texture. It could be one of our quintessential olive jars. There's just something for everyone to really warm up and add character to your space.
Oh my God, I'm in love with this.
I know, it's a fountainhead actually.
We're constantly exploring new ways to expand our brand and lifestyle beyond Los Angeles across the United States. And with that, we are exploring an online shopping experience for our customers and community. We're constantly focused on developing and building a great team here in Los Angeles.
Look at these bowls. They're so beautiful. Like, fill this with like lemons and fruit.
Laura is an old roommate of mine. Ben was my boyfriend when we actually started this venture and is now my husband. So the three of us at various points have lived together, have decorated homes together, and we really looked at each other one day and we were like, why is it so hard to find these really unique special objects at a fair price?
This is Hungarian dough bowl.
We started, as we mentioned, on Instagram. We moved then, a few months later into a 5,000 square foot space in Culver City. And less than a year later, we've opened doors here in the iconic Arts District of Los Angeles with a 22,000 square foot showroom. So we are just holding on for dear life and really enjoying the ride and doing it together.
That's what we love, is that it really comes back to being sustainable and reusing.
So it starts by us selecting the items and the objects we'd like to bring home. Then they get packed and prepared into the container and make their long journey to us. What
is actually so crazy is when those doors open, you really don't know what you're about to see, if a pot's gonna come flying out at your head. It's a really exciting moment, it's really like, it's like Christmas for us. We're opening this present and we never know what we're really going to find.
We have antiques, we have vintage items, we have some reproductions. That's what we really love, is that these pieces are not just being thrown away. We see the beauty and the individuality in all of them.
And your home isn't the only place you can add vintage SoCal finds. So is your closet. people come in here for what?
All occasions, 60s, 70s parties. They come in for prom. They come in if they're doing a school play. We have TikTok personalities that come in. I call it a vintage living store because we do, as well as shoes, hats, purses, clothing. We do furniture also, some vintage and antique furniture. Anything that you really need to live a vintage life, if that's what you love to do, then we try to collect here. To me, what makes it so special is that I curate everything and then we display everything. I don't just throw it in a heap. We clean everything. We try to put everything as close as we can back into its original condition. And I have things probably from the 1910s through the 1990s.
What is the significance of this place in terms of how long it's been in Burbank?
The store, I think, has been in Burbank since the 40s, the building has. The latest history I know is that probably 20 to 25 years ago, it was a flooring and crown molding store. So each person can come in here and probably pick one or two eras that they really look good in and that they feel good in and that the clothes fit them correctly. I have a good body type for the 1940s, so I love the 40s clothes. Some women have a body type for the 50s, so that suits them.
What would be my body type? Like caveman era? Like,
You could go 40s.
okay.
I see you as maybe 60s or a little bit 70s.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Coming up, we'll be back with more from Olive Atelier in downtown LA in just a moment. Welcome back to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and we are giving you a rare look inside downtown LA's Olive Atelier. Now, our sponsor wants to connect with you.
Hi, I'm Uli Haslacher.
And I'm Dr. Ify Okoronkwo.
And this is your forecast to fabulous. Pour More is a seasonal skincare by region and by season. So now for the new year, we are going through the cooler months, January, February. And so it's very important to adapt your skincare because now are the time where it's more humid, when you have these colder marine layers.
So we all just finished the stress of the holidays. And so these stressors can add to the process of aging of your skin. One way that we can try to turn back the hands of time on our skin is to think about rejuvenation and regeneration. Our clarifying polish is designed to allow your skin to renew itself.
So these are the befores, and then now we're gonna put on, this is 3 products in one.
3 products in one. It's a cleanser, it's a softener, it's an exfoliator, and it's a 2-phase product, and it goes on your dry skin.
Okay.
And then you use the water.
Okay, water.
Much more, yeah.
And it starts foaming.
Pour More Skincare is LA born, but made in France. We won Time Magazine Invention of the Year and many other awards like Popular Sign Invention of the Year. We have 10 patents in the United States and worldwide with many more patents pending.
I honestly feel like I lost weight because I feel like so much dead, dry skin came off. But look at the difference. Like, look how light and beautiful and kind of one tone that looks.
So nighttime is a perfect opportunity for your skin to renew. And in fact, the products at Pour Moi that we use in the nighttime allows for this renewal. A lot of people know that at nighttime your skin is drier. And so people can mistakenly over moisturize. But when you do this, this blocks the renewal process.
Pour Moi Night Cream is the only night cream that has been created with the science behind that night is a climate and you want to shed.
I don't have a best of awards, but I think I'm gonna start it right now because this would be a best of. This is amazing.
Thank you.
How can they get this at home?
Well, you order it at pourmoreskincare.com. You go to the clarifying polish, and we have a special coupon code, KTLA10, so it's $10 off. It's just $29. You can order online, or you can call 909-243-1456.
It's New Year. New hand. How about that? That is a forecast of fabulous. SoCal's ever-changing, yet somehow stays the same. But now, what's old is new again.
Everybody likes to celebrate special occasions here. Something that we are very proud of, that people like to come here and celebrate with many friends or their family.
You would absolutely swear you're in Europe and you're right in the heart of Sherman Oaks.
Bakery Sherman Oaks is a family-run restaurant right in the heart of Sherman Oaks on a very busy street. We look for locations that are very homey, that are very similar to somebody's backyard or a great patio where people can enjoy and have a good time. This is our parlor room. And kind of why people love to sit in here. One, it's kind of a great space to have your entire party in here and just celebrate an event.
You could rent it out, right?
But on the weekends, this is where we set up our live music. So we have 6 total locations. Our first location we opened 15 years ago in University Village by USC. Bakery West 3rd in West Hollywood is our first experience with really creating a great backyard, a quote-unquote backyard for our customers. And Bakery in Silver Lake, it's a big space with all different levels, all different decks, a 100-year-old ficus in the middle.
I'm with Chef Leor. We are old friends, right? We've known each other since the Silver Lake location.
Yes.
Okay, and you brought some amazing food.
So this is called, it's a grilled pita. It's called arrayas.
Okay.
Basically, it's raw stuff, ground beef with pistachios and seasoning inside.
Tell me about your background while I dig into this.
So my background, I'm born and raised in Israel. And my...
Did you learn to cook there?
Yes.
Really?
Mom, grandma, everything, all the influence, my aunts, all the influence of what I grew up with is kind of manifesting in what I'm doing at Bakery.
And it's all tapas style, small plates. We do have some specific items that are specific for Sherman Oaks that Chef Leor created, but it's all freshly made items.
So it's time for dessert. Is this the
Best cake you ever had.
best cake you ever had?
Yeah.
And by the way, it is.
This is our vegan chocolate cake
Okay.
with hazelnut brittle.
If you like sweet and salty, oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
so
We open every day on the weekdays for dinner from 5 p.m. till close, which is usually around 10:30 or 11:30. Then the lights come down. As the sun goes down, the lights come down. It becomes really kind of a nice, dim experience. We have candles on every table. We have quiet areas where you can dine with somebody and have a really intimate experience. So for brunch, we open every weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and the sun's out. The lights shining in through all the windows.
We're such huge fans of Bakery on this show. This is the 6th location and my favorite so far. I can't even decide which drink to toast with. Yeah, let's go!
Yes.
And by the way, more coming. Cheers!
L'chaim, cheers.
And we'll be right back with vintage comics and cool books. LA Unscripted from Olive Atelier returns in just a moment. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from Olive Atelier. I'm Dana Devin. Now, while some people love a vintage pot like this one from Turkey, it's comic books that make other people line up, especially at this spot.
Hi, my name is Ryan Leibowitz. I'm the co-owner here at Golden Apple Comics, a comic shop to the stars. When you read a comic book, similar to if you read any book, you know, you have that escapism. What's cool about comic books is the visuals. You actually get to be in that world. The name, for example, doesn't really tell you a lot. And so when you see that Spider-Man up front, it kind of clues you into what treasures could await inside. My father started this shop back in 1979. You know, we're on our 41st year. We've seen the customer base expand hugely, I would say a lot in part to the movies and television that are based on comic books. The Spider-Man outside is designed by Stan Lee, and then Tom Holland and Zendaya. One day the Avengers walked in. You might have seen that on James Corden. Golden Apple was dubbed the comic shop to the stars. Michael Jackson was a frequent customer. We have a box we keep for Samuel L. Jackson that I hand curate for him. He's a huge fan of comic books and graphic novels. Sam loves anything with the word samurai or having to do with samurais. Even if we have a small store, we're big on our reputation. Old, young, from every walk of life. And if you don't know anything about comic books, that's great. We want you to come in and we can find something for you.
And from comics to classics, this is the bookstore you want to hit if you're looking to grab a masterpiece.
So here we are in the heart of the Sunset Strip, and Sunset Boulevard is a hidden treasure down a very European magical pathway. And then finally, you come to this beautiful little English cottage. So we're here to reveal Mystery Pier Books. Every book in this shop is a true first state of the first edition. It's all highly sought after, collectible investment literature. First editions escalate in value, more important than art, they go up constantly. Now here we have an invaluable set, Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. In collecting books, the dust jacket is the most important part of the book. These are immaculate. We have a tremendous amount of celebrity clients whose libraries we've built and who collect from us.
Everyone actually comes in here.
Flea's been coming to us for over 20 years. Guillermo del Toro, a long time. Johnny, of course. Colin Farrell, Jimmy Page. Jimmy's been coming a long time. It's gratifying when people come in here, whether they're the famous ones or just women off the street, and they see a book and you see the joy in their eyes when they see something that I've loved this book. They're an invaluable part of life. And so people who treasure books are special to Louis and I. One of the most iconic books here is Gone with the Wind. It has a card inside signed by Clark Gable and Vivian Leigh. $15,000. And then there's 12 Years a Slave, which was written in 1853. One copy sold to the producers of the movie, and they donated it to the Smithsonian. And this is the other one. $5,000.
The Casino Royale.
The first of the James Bond books. It's an immaculate copy, but because of that staining, we have reduced the price. We have this for $25,000.
I mean, it's giving it away to someone that you know when it does go will appreciate it.
It's very gratifying to see books go to people who do, as Louis said, really appreciate it. And you know that they're going to value the book. They're going to appreciate it, not just because of what they've spent, but because of what that book represents.
What are your eyes looking at?
The fabric right here.
The foot. Okay, good. And so don't let it get away from you. Good. Quilting for Community is a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to build community while teaching folks how to quilt. We have young people as young as 7 and 9, teenagers all the way up into 35.
You could get lost in this. Okay, you guys know here on LA Unscripted how much we love your viewer email, so we got an amazing one. This is from Susie Yalda, and it's about quilting for community here in Chatsworth, and I want you to meet the owner. This is Liz. Liz, she loves you, and I love you already, but I want to read this to you. So it says, a few months ago, I found the most wonderful place to learn to quilt. It's a nonprofit in Chatsworth called Quilting for Community. Everything is free, and I've nearly completed my first quilt. The women that volunteer their time are amazing. Please, 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 3 pleases, check their website and give them a segment. It is really something so unique.
Quilting sort of found me at a really difficult time in my life. Someone offered to teach me when my family was losing my father. I was not interested in quilting, but I needed something to cope, and I went to this woman's house, Miss Leslie, and she started showing me all these different techniques and these different kinds of quilts. But it wasn't a public thing, and so I always left with, what if other people had the opportunity to learn for free, to experiment, to try, to be in a group of people, to share recipes and stories, and one day we did it. So you're going to choose the fabrics and the patterns that resonate with you most.
1 square, okay, and then 3 rectangles.
teach our free quilting classes. We also teach many garment classes. Our youth empowerment program is actually our program where we reach out to young folks in high school or in college. They can earn their community service hours by coming in here to learn how to quilt and also help us organize fabric.
So it's been probably 15 years since I've sewn anything, so I might need a little reminder.
This is your presser foot, and this gives us a 1/4 inch seam, which we use is standard in quilting.
Okay.
And we're going to, I always say this is like a car.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put our car on the road.
Okay.
We want folks to see that you put your heart and soul into it. And so they're making a very small lap quilt that we donate to either hospice, hospitals, or shelters. Being able to make something for someone who is going through a difficult time in their lives, we believe that they can feel the energy, feel the love, feel the encouragement and the hope through the work that someone else put into it.
This is what my little piece came out to look like, and I'm actually so proud of it. So they're gonna finish it, and then they're gonna let us know who receives this as a Quilting for Community gift.
To have the support of the community for our mission has been overwhelming. To think of it too deeply sometimes it overwhelms me with emotion because I didn't know that people were going to respond in this way. I think my dad would be very proud. I think my dad would be, I told you there was something for you to do in this world. I think that this is my purpose, truly.
And that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to Olive Atelier for the beautiful surroundings. We'll see you next time. Good night, everyone. Mwah.